smelling your pen, so I hit record. Is it leaking?
No, it's like it was pushed in a soap bottle. I pulled the cap off, and it's all freaking smells like soap.
All right. Hey, guys, it's Billy with Buckeye Kayak Fishing Trail, and we filmed a video earlier in the week giving you a lot of details about the upcoming East-West Harbor. Then we teased that Chad Hoover was going to have some big announcement. We filmed the announcement video, and it was like 23 minutes of pure gold. It's Chad Hoover making all kinds of deals, wanting to throw out some money and lots of prizes and do all that. Well, once we released that video, Chad got some more information and found out that, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make it up to East-West Harbor for a very good reason, COVID-related. He actually came back on our video, and there's an 18-minute video where he explains that. So what I want to do, instead of ripping you guys of some content and some of the great things that Chad Hoover had to say on the first video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these videos back to back. If there's something very specific to him being at the lake that I can remove or edit out, I'll do that. Other than that, I want to leave the content pretty much intact. So you've got to listen to this entire video. Might be a lot. I'm not sure. I'm going to go back and watch it myself. But just want to be respectful. I don't want to go in and chop up any of the things that Chad had to say, because it's pretty amazing what's coming up. And I feel for him and his family, and he's definitely in the place where he needs to be this weekend. So listen to the whole video, guys. You're not going to believe some of the things. It's really amazing, and hope to see you guys this weekend. So here's the video.
This shirt pops in these videos like this.
It does.
Yeah.
Look, the white fish actually are like glowing.
In the gray beard.
Right.
And the Columbia hat.
Hey, right there. Right.
We're recording now, so are you guys done with your commercials?
No, that's the part you got to record, man. Come on.
I know. That's where yeah, exactly.
That's the juice.
That's it. Hey, guys, it's Billy here again, and we are back for part 2. Maybe you guys remember. I'm not sure what happened. I think I don't know. We got cut off. Chad, you were about to say something. You were about to make an announcement. What were you going to say?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. No, I was going to announce that I'm coming to the event. I'm looking forward to hooking up with you guys up there, and then I'm bringing some YETI to give away, and we're going to bring some other
hell yeah
stuff to give away, and we're going to do the best we can with all the COVID stuff that's going on. I'm going to bring some KBF face coverings and all that good stuff, and yeah,
like that. So I won't have to use this one. Do you have one? That's not it.
That's a new look. I like that.
Those dumb
like
shirts,
a turtle coming out of a shell.
Those dumb shirts that had the thing that you folded up over your face, like it's
yes,
shirt, like those are going to actually make a comeback.
How does someone get one of the face coverings?
It just say hey to me when you see me. I'll have some with me, and I'll just be like, you'll have to hand sanitize the packaging, but then you'll have a KBF face covering with you.
Tell me more about the YETI.
We got lucky and lucked into some stuff. I hate to say lucky because it's unfortunate, but one of the local shop here was going out of business, and so we went in and snatched up everything they had so we could use that for KBF giveaways and things along those lines. It's actually cheaper than we get it from YETI with the price that they were selling it for. So, and with all the COVID stuff, the delays in getting product to the events has been super long. So we grabbed that, and I'm just going to throw a bunch of ramblers and a flip and maybe a hard-sided cooler, maybe some dog bowls, maybe some of these dudes.
Hey, Chad, let's call an audible right here. You ready?
An audible. All right.
The guy or girl that has the shortest 5 fish gets a dog bowl.
The shortest 5 fish. The shortest scoreable 5 fish, meaning they get on the board scored. So
yeah, so if you get 60 inches.
60 inches is what you're saying.
Gets a dog bowl.
So I get a dog bowl. Is that what you're?
No, man. You got to get 5 fish. This is a 5 fish limit, not 3.
How hard it is to get exactly 5 12s that don't go beyond 12 and a quarter. It's like tough.
That is tough.
Okay, I can do that. I'll bring the big dog bowl too. Like you're joking, but legitimately, I'm going to use one of them to eat soup and chili out of. I'm like, this is the manliest bowl I think I've ever seen in my life. Now, the little baby dog version of it is kind of chintzy, but man, that man dog bowl, like that
Stainless steel, nice.
Man, it's money. I'm working on some other things. I'm going to do this new series next week, and I may make it a little extra something for the people that are doing the trail. But we're doing a new series, or I'm doing a new thing called Wednesday, where you can win stuff on Wednesday, and I'm going to do it on YouTube Live. And so that's kind of the branding of it right there. It's
nice.
WINSDAY. So you win stuff, and we're going to do that on YouTube Live. And the first one's going to be YETI.
Hey, real quick, something I wanted to cover, and I saw this on a couple other events. There will be a pre-recorded virtual captains meeting for this event, correct?
Yes. And they'll either be pre-recorded or that'll be 100% live. I haven't decided yet. We do some of them live, and we do some of them. Let me ask the tournament coordinator.
Whatever you got to do, just make sure, hey, let's get it done. But I want to be sure everyone knows, the rule. And oh, by the way, there's some scuttlebutt going around. Ohio's still open, okay?
It'll be posted, and it'll be linked up in the event. We usually do that the Thursday before the event, so that'll be next Thursday.
Cool.
So
but Ohio is still open, so there's questions about whether the state shut down. It's not. We're still open for fishing. The campground's still open. No worries. Get your butt to East West Harbor on the 25th and 26th. I got lucky. I didn't have a campsite until about 3 weeks ago. And you know how you're talking about hitting a refresh button and get an email? I was doing that for about 6 hours, trying to see if anybody would get a cancellation, and I got one. Yeah. But it's tough. What else we got to cover, Chad? Anything you else want to share, or we're good to go?
No, guys, honestly, I really just want to say that I appreciate everybody's patience, understanding. The rules page on KBF has been visited more in 2020 than it's ever been visited before, which means people are reading the rules for themselves. Ironically enough, my stupid question meter is way lower than it normally is, which you would think we're getting legitimate questions, about COVID and things along those lines. But honestly, the stupid question meter is usually pegged, I know a lot of people think I joke about this, but I legitimately, 2 years ago, I hit a $100 gift certificate code, and it said, use this code to redeem for $100 in the KBF rules, and left it there for 30 days. Nobody ever claimed it.
Oh, man.
But yet at the same time, I was getting questions like, hey, is this boat acceptable? And I'm like, it took you longer to type that post up and send it to me, and then it did to look it up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I really started going, what part of Rule 9A did you not understand? And then they go, what's Rule 9A? That's the rule that covers that. We even went so far in the rules to hypertext link it for lazy people who don't have to read through the rules. You just read the table of contents and hit click. It's like a book that if you read the table of contents and you decided you want to go to chapter 3, you just click it and it'll open the book to chapter 3 for you. So
what else? I want to hear more. I want to hear more stupid questions.
No, man, it's actually been
Hey, I got a stupid question. What is your prediction? We've got 15 people registered right now. We always know that next week that will skyrocket. It happens every year.
It's one of those things.
Last minute. But what's your prediction?
I haven't pressured or really pushed hard any of these events since the COVID thing, because I'm trying to be sensitive to the fact that some people are just going through some stuff. You know what I mean? Have you seen the Popeyes commercial where the girl is eating the Popeyes chicken sandwich that's supposed to be the best chicken sandwich in the world? She's like, I'm experiencing some things, It's kind of like people really are experiencing some things. And the way I look at it is we put the opportunities out there. I talk about kayakbassfishing.com/schedule on a regular basis. Everybody knows that the trail leads to the Trail Series Championship, and the Trail Series Championship leads to Angler of the Year. Angler of the Year leads to the 10. I don't know how much better of a job we can do of explaining the like after effects and how well Bonus Bucks pays out and all that other stuff. And so I really just haven't pressed hard, you know.
Let's talk about Bonus Bucks really quick. That came up on a someone's comment today I saw, and it was a post from February about having to have stickers for Bonus Bucks. I just signed up. I didn't receive anything. How do we know that you guys know that we're signed up for that and we're eligible?
You buy your Bonus Bucks. I
That's
waived a lot of that, and I haven't been enforcing the whole you have to have the decals thing, because we know
cool.
Distribution part of that is difficult. Now, we say this, do the best you can to get them, because obviously that benefits sponsors. And then when we can show a return on investment during a time when nobody else is, it really sets the table for next year. But the requirements are pretty lax as long as you own the product and, you know, you take a picture of it and you can show, honestly, without doing captain's meetings now, we're just querying people. Hey, did you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? And it's been pretty smooth, to be honest with you. That's the delay between the tournament being over and then the results being released. You know, normally it's done 4:15 or so. Now we're going, 7 o'clock. For one, it lets us get more of a primetime audience for when that page comes back on. And two, it gives us a little bit more time for that validation of some of those things. Because, right now at a live event, you can walk up to the tournament director and the tournament director can say, do you have this? Yeah, man, here's this, and it's done. But in this scenario, we've got to do a lot of calling, texting, emailing, and some verification. And in many cases, actually in almost all cases so far this year, Bonus Bucks has superseded the payout. So it's obviously important, that we verify that. So for example, I think the average Bonus Bucks is over 2,000. The average payout, meaning some of them are small, some of them are big,
sure.
But the average is a little over $1,200. So when you consider that, and you consider like, dang man, Bonus Bucks is almost double, it's a huge deal. You know what I mean? And so for the Northeast region, owning a Dakota Lithium battery is a no-brainer. You know what I mean? If you win an event and you've got a Dakota Lithium battery, you win $500. And why would you not
leave home without it?
Why would you not own a Dakota Lithium battery anyway? They're the best dang batteries on the planet, best lithium batteries on the planet. And, they're the most affordable for what they are, batteries on the market. You can pay more for less, but you can't get a better, battery. And I did some testing with some other batteries, like legitimate testing when I first started talking to, because let's be honest, everybody who's met Stormy knows Stormy's a little suspect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure about that.
He's your best friend, the first 3 words, man.
And there's just not that many people that are truly that genuine these days. I mean, always an agenda or an angle. And, and honestly, when Stormy told me how good Dakota Lithium batteries were, I was like, no, why would they be 1.5 to 2 times better than something else? You don't need to be that much better than somebody in today's market. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's other companies that are underrated or if they're like way overrated. But amp hour for amp hour, their batteries outperform, everything else out there. And so,
well, here's an example. So I've got another brand, Australian brand battery system that I use. It's 30 amp hours, but I upgraded my graph last year. It draws on average between 2.6 and 2.9, sometimes 3 amps, depending if I got everything full blast, the screen resolution, touchscreen, everything. I go 3 days with a 54 amp hour battery. I still got juice left. Charging my phone, charging cameras. It is unbelievable. And I did it because I had 2 10 amp hours. I wanted more juice. And when they came out with that 54, it's perfect.
Yep.
It's not super heavy. It's just a great system.
I've got an HCS9 Live that I'm running full resolution, full right speed, highest sensitivity out there. And I've got the live site transducer on top of that running, and I can run that 23 amp hour all day, daylight to dark, even on a summer day when the days are 14, 16 hours. And it's insane that it runs all that stuff all that time. And
and they don't get hot. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
I carry a separate power box tin so I can use that for my phone and cameras and
right.
all that stuff. And I don't think I've ever, and that new battery meter they put in that thing, that's even better because it lasts so dang on long. You take for granted it's going to last one more trip. And you always try to eke out that one more trip and then it dies on you.
Day 4, all of a sudden.
That battery meter in there was freaking genius. But, you got that and you just got so many other participating sponsors. All of that information is available on the Kayak Bass Fishing website under Bonus Bucks. And then, you can pick up Bonus Bucks in the store. It's $100, but that's for the whole trail series. It qualifies you for every event and
for the whole season.
Whole season. Like this weekend, for example, you're doing 2 events, or you're doing 2 events in Indiana this weekend. You're doing 2 events next weekend, and so literally those events are so co-located. You could have done 4 events in 2 weekends and been vested for Angler of the Year. And so to touch on that real quick, we doubled everything this year. People call me not right, and literally we are out of sponsorship money. Memberships have all but dried up. Tourism bureaus they're saying they're going to pay, but maybe it'll be later. And then I double down and say, you know what? We're going to double our tournaments, which means double our trophy costs, double our check costs, double our administrative, double judging costs, double, tourney X, double everything, because we believe in this industry. We believe in this sport. We believe in this community. And, these are the events that I'm more excited about than anything else we've ever done. That's why I went back this direction instead of, and next year the goal is to just do 6, 8, maybe 9 trail events that are pure KBF trails that we go run, so none of you guys have to do anything. But then we support the events that you guys do as best we can by coordinating sponsorships and helping with insurance and helping with tourism assistance and venue coverage and fees and all that kind of stuff as best we possibly can. And that I think is what makes this community what it is. You know what I mean?
Well, something I'd love to be able to do next year, and I'll say this and I'll leave it alone. And you're going to hopefully our viewers will digest this. Well, what does he mean? We want to make this bigger next year, this event. I'm not going to say how or why. We'll talk about that later, but we're going to make this bigger next year.
Cool. I like it.
I asked you earlier a little bit about predictions. Obviously, not so much the angler prediction here, but 2018, first place at 88.25. 2019, it was 88 inches. Kurt Smits in 2018. Sean Skidmore in 2019. What's your call for inches for 2020?
I think it's going to be an out-of-state angler.
Ooh.
And I think it's going to be an out-of-state angler that thinks outside the box a little bit. And I think it'll be 89.5 to 92 inches to win it.
Ooh.
Good call.
There you go. You guys heard it here. So
right there.
Yep. So if you
think it's going to be an out-of-state angler, you know what I'm saying? I just do. Nothing against you guys, but I think it's going to.
I don't. Sorry.
So what about a bounty?
A bounty. Let's talk.
do it.
We did a bounty. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll guarantee that if an out-of-state, you remember you liked audibles? I like audibles. I'm actually known for my audibles. Actually,
that's where I got it from.
Christy and Joe cringe when I do audibles. So here's what I'll do. This is not KBF. This is me. This is my debit card. If you're an out-of-state angler and you can win this event, I'll pay your bonus bucks for the next 3 seasons. I'll pay 3 seasons.
Oh.
Call it the Chad Hoover East-West Harbor Bonus Bucks Bounty. If you can win this event out of state, then I'll pay your bonus bucks. And I'll throw the gauntlet down, too, for all of you guys that are in-state. If you win it and you're in-state, I'll pay your bonus bucks for next year on top of this event.
I like that.
Okay, I love it. Hey, you know what? This is the BKFT Trail. Can we name it the BKFT Bounty?
BKFT Bonus Bucks Bounty.
There you go. This is fun.
On there,
Nice.
to me, and I'll start championing that. We'll call it the BKFT Bonus Bucks Bounty. It's next
There you
year.
go, guys.
If you win it from in-state and you're a BKFT member, you know what I'm saying, if you align with that club. And if you're out of state, I'll pay for 3 years. I'm throwing a little throw a little gauntlet down for you out-of-state anglers. Throw a little extra juice on there.
There you go.
Nice.
I love
Thanks,
it.
Chad. Thanks, KBF. That's awesome.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't get it twisted. This ain't KBF because I would have had to get Joe and Christy to approve it. This is me
That's you.
That's
Do
true.
you have-
coming out of my allowance. And y'all think I'm joking. I'm dead serious. I think I have it here. No, I don't have it. It's in my truck. I get like one of these, like a sticky. That's my
There you
allowance.
go.
That legitimately will come out of my allowance.
I
What
love
else?
it.
What y'all got?
You can get some face coverings. There's going to be some YETI merchandise, some swag. You get the 60-inch or maybe a little over 60-inch. You might get that dog bowl. And you heard it here, the BKFT Bounty. He held up his hand like he had his own debit card, people. So he's going to do that. If it's out of state, 3 years. If it's in state, 1 year of the bonus bucks. So that's it. You have nothing else to do. You have no other option but to go to everywhere we've told you to go and sign up. Hey guys, it's Billy with Buckeye Kayak Fishing Trail. And last time you saw us, we had a big announcement. But since then, a few things have changed. But Chad, why don't you take it from here?
Well, I guess if we want to call it the big announcement, was that I was going to be coming up to the event. I was bringing a bunch of product with me to give away and was really looking forward to coming up there and experiencing East West Harbor, breaking bread with you guys from BKFT. And then we had our fingers crossed. We had already had some issues with Christy's health. We had our fingers crossed, but unfortunately she tested positive for COVID. We got the results back late Saturday. They notify you via email here in Tennessee, and you can't get tested unless you're symptomatic. And so I'm not symptomatic. I've had like a head cold, or I felt like a head cold and some congestion, some other stuff. But per the rules and per the, just being decent, the way that this thing is supposed to work, I now have to quarantine 14 days from Monday of last week whenever we started the process. Yeah, and so Christy's been up and down, kind of like a roller coaster. Generally, her mood and how she feels follows her temperature. As her temperature goes up, the pain and the body aches and the headaches and all that stuff that go with COVID go with it, and then it'll kind of break and it'll taper off, and then she feels a little better, and then it just kind of starts a slow ramp back up. Luckily, she hasn't been a real severe case. We don't think that she's going to need to get put on a incubator or breather or any of that other stuff. It's especially noteworthy with her because she had an immune system that was compromised from being in the hospital earlier this year with a liver issue and with having her gallbladder removed and an adverse reaction to the antibiotics. So she's been immune compromised. And ironically enough, she actually was exposed to it from her doctor. She went to do a doctor's visit. The doctor called and said, "Hey, just so you know, I just tested positive for COVID. I have symptoms, and I'll let you know, but you need to go get tested." So she went and got tested. And in Tennessee, the tests are 5 to 10 day response time. So she got tested on Monday of last week. But at that time, her symptoms we didn't think she was going to have it, but then the symptoms started getting worse. And then, of course, we got the positive test back on Saturday. So what that means for me is I can't get tested because I'm asymptomatic in the state of Tennessee, but I'm still required to quarantine with her. It makes sense. It's the responsible thing to do. I'm going to have someone pick up the YETI stuff that we had shipped in to give away at the event, and then take it and get it shipped to the address that Ryan provided me with. Ryan's pretty much going to be me for the event. If you see him, do the best, shout out, and he'll get you hooked up with the
big shoes to fill, buddy.
With the giveaways that I talked about in the other video. Big shout out to Fisherman Central for playing, go between and helping us get some stuff shipped over there. And if you guys need any last minute items, if you need to stock up, then be sure to check those folks out. But yeah, man, I was looking forward to this event more so or as much as any other thing that I had planned this year. Missed it the last 2 years. Last year had it planned on the schedule, and then we had our accident. So we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary of our accident, and really just want to just mail in 2020 and start.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
But I'm
Hey,
really,
man, well,
I'm really
you
scared.
guys are in our thoughts and prayers, Chad. I mean, I know you guys have been through a lot. You do a lot for the community. So just keep that in mind that we're always thinking about you and praying for you.
But here's what I did want to say. Since we're on the deal, my goal was to come up and visit and make this announcement in person. But we haven't really announced any of our 2021 plans yet. But here's what I can say. Regardless of what else happens, regardless of how else the trail plays out or how many dates we have, as long as you guys will have us, we plan to have a KBF Trail Series event in 2021 with the folks from BKFT and East West Harbor. I think that the schedule next year is going to be such that we're going to get a lot more people, so you guys might have to consider opening up on a little bit more water, but Ryan and I have already talked about that a little bit. And again, we don't have to get into that now. All I want to say is
What?
All I want to say is that this event has been so well attended, and you guys have done such a good job of putting it on. And there's such a crazy loyalty in the community there to growing the sport, not loyalty to any organization in particular, but just a really good core group of folks and a really good location that people want to come to and a phenomenal fishery. So we're going to come back in 2021 and make that I guess officially the first trail stop that we've announced. That we ain't got to lock the date in yet. We don't have to do anything else other than to say we're coming back. And that's because of what you guys have done there and the fact that it's a really good location. And why the heck would we not come back,
Well, you have my vote. They let me keep the banner. I don't know how much my vote counts, but I have the banner, so at least one vote.
Very good. Very good. Well, sorry you're going to miss it, man. It's going to be a show. We had the first two guys show up here at the camp about an hour ago from Jersey. One was signed up. One hadn't signed up yet. And it was pretty cool that I said, hey, you guys new here? And they're like, yeah, asking a bunch of questions. And it's their first time at East West Harbor. So first two guys here besides myself, that's pretty awesome, man. I mean, word's gotten around that this is a pretty cool event. So.
And speaking of the campground in the background and people showing up, I'll turn it over to you guys to decide how we do it. But I've got a campsite that's paid for 4 days that I'd already booked. So since I can't make it, I'm not going to try to do the refund thing or anything. Let me just turn it over to you guys to give that campsite away for somebody that wants to use it for the weekend, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and check out Monday morning. And so, Ryan, I'll message you all the details, and you guys can figure out how to use that as something to give away to somebody that wants it or deserves it, or however you need to work it out.
Okay, appreciate it very much.
Yep, like I said, a bunch of YETI stuff will be shipped out tomorrow. I'm going to throw in some. I'm going to get Lynette to throw in some of the face coverings, and we'll get that stuff shipped out so you guys will have it.
I'll be sure to send her an extra note. Thank you.
And then you guys figure out how exactly you want to distribute that stuff there. And then I think we'll also, because there isn't a real, formalized meeting, I think what we'll also do is we'll do a virtual draw for some additional prizes for folks just based on entering the event. Meaning you guys don't have to worry about meeting up with them. They don't have to worry about meeting up with you. We'll just do some drawings for winners because they were a participant in the event. So that way I don't have to ship 100% of everything.
Right.
Ryan, and then you're burdened with trying to meet people and social distance and give it away. We'll do that, and we'll do some additional giveaways on top of it.
Very cool. Very cool. So we did talk a little bit about it in the video the other day, but the BKFT Bonus Bucks Bounty still in play?
Absolutely,
That's a mouthful, man.
Just because I can't make it doesn't mean y'all can't still do that. And the guys this weekend on Monroe, it was both won by 2 out-of-state guys. Matt Ball day 1 and Cody Milton won day 2. So, if that's a repeat, I'm going to be paying some bonus bucks next year.
64 seconds he had left on that last picture he uploaded. You talk about a photo finish.
Crazy, man.
That's awesome to hear that kind of stuff.
And it just shows you what separates those top guys that are always doing well from the people that, don't. And maybe, just shows you that true grit just always is there. And we've had that same thing play out with quite a few people. Never that close, but a lot of, 5 to 7 minute deals this year that's changed the outcome of the event, really big time stuff. And then he doesn't really like to hear it, but Drew Gregory actually caught a few fish this year with that little bit of time left, lost his mind on the videos where he was videoing himself because he got it in under the wire, but then he wasn't able to get the photos in time to count. And so he caught the fish, but then it ultimately
that hurts.
Didn't win the event. And so I've got a video that's releasing this week. I'm going to do one on Tuesday, so tomorrow, and then one on Thursday from our Claremont chain event where he had a fish right there at the net and it broke off and got loose. And anyway, you'll just have to watch the video to see it. But so cool that he filmed himself, and you actually hear the stories of I had the fish to win it. Well, he has the video of the fish.
Get the footage.
I mean, just such a heartbreaker. But then Jody Queen won that event and just killed it. I conducted the award ceremony, left the award ceremony, went out and caught a 10-pound, 4-ounce bass right after that. And just one of those freaking weekends, man, that was phenomenal. So the beautiful thing about video is you get to relive a lot of that stuff. So I was watching it back the other day and was right back, I was right back there. And that was my plan during this event, was to come up and video the whole thing and be able to create a memento for people. And, I'll be doing that next year for sure. So, Ryan, you're now the cameraman, so go out and film. Just send us all the footage and we'll edit it and make it.
I will do what I can. It's a nice evening tonight. We got some great pictures this morning. I'm going to try and get out and do some flying to get an overview of the area. And
actually, what we could do is we could challenge everybody competing in the event to do the best they can to film, and then I'll create a Dropbox account folder where you guys can. Let's work that out. Let's figure out a way to get everybody's footage together, and I'll still do a video and release it to get some exposure for the event if we can get some user-generated content,
Sure. Camera content bounty?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll pick a winner of the best video segment, best video clip, and we'll do something even better for them. I'll have to think about it for a minute. Actually, no, I won't think about it a minute. I'll do a Tactacam prize pack. I'll do the Tactacam.
There you go.
The Yak Attack mount and everything you need to film yourself, even though you're already pretty good at it. I'll do a Tactacam prize package for the best video clip that I get from the event, so I can make a video out of it, even though I'm not able to make it.
And it has to be fishing related, right?
Sure.
It can't be, walking to the John or the shower house or anything.
If it's the best video, we'll figure out a way to select that. But yeah, for the most part, we want to call it fishing footage. One of the things that always does well that people forget to do is just do the camera facing yourself and do a tip on what lures or tactics or techniques you're finding success with on that fishery. And that's the stuff that most people want to know. Coming back here for next year, a lot of people are going to want to know that information. The video will be probably very sought after from this year if next year we go back there for a trail event. Or when we go back there for a trail event. So yeah, let's figure out the best way to get that information out. My hands are a little bit tied. I've pretty much got what I've got here and in the yard to my disposal for the next 11 days. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird to quarantine after we kind of went back to doing what we wanted to do.
Right.
I still think I could probably legally get away with sneaking out and going night fishing one night, where I go to a boat ramp and I don't touch anybody and all that, but I still got to figure out how that works. I'm going to do the responsible thing. I just don't know if I can go 11 days straight without fishing. You know what I mean? That's
just pretend it's April all over again.
Well, I didn't stop then.
Touche.
I got so many places in Tennessee that I can just go isolated that I just
right. No one knows you're there because no one lives there and no one's ever heard of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
My truck is pretty recognizable at a boat ramp. Other than that, I kind of flew under the radar.
Right. You'd be hard pressed to find water like that around here.
Yeah, we got it everywhere here. What
Well,
else?
cool, man.
Well, we're up to 29 right now. I just checked the leaderboard as we're sitting here. So there's 29 there, and it looks like there's 6 on the backside. What I mean by that is when you can log in as a TD, you can see people who have registered but haven't paid. So
Okay.
in the mid-30s. And, I mean, I've followed this event for years, and everybody historically procrastinates to that,
Thursday, Friday
time frame to sign up, which is we got a plan for that next year to ramp up the earlier signups. We're going to be giving away some entries to the events if you share that event, and we're going to also give away entries to everybody that is entered 10 days prior to 10 days out. So we're going to do a 10-day cutoff, and we're going to pick a winner for the trail entry, and then we're going to pick another winner for trail entries from everybody that shares the trail event and helps promote it. That way our budget for promoting events can go further. You got the anglers whose following is usually other anglers promoting it, and it just helps us, distribute the content a little easier, puts a carrot on the stick for the people that are doing it, and helps our sponsors out and helps the venue out. So
I think that's it, guys. Chad, look, we were looking forward to it, but we totally get it. Fishing is cool. Tournaments are cool. But it's not even at this point about you possibly making someone else sick. I mean, your wife is sick, and you're going to be exactly where you need to be. And I don't think anyone can argue that, man. So we're going to miss you, but we're going to have an amazing event, get some cool video, and we'll see you next year for sure.
Yeah, and listen, guys, if you're one of those people that prays, or if you're one of those people that does some heavy thinking and sends out good vibes to somebody, do it for my beautiful wife, Christy. She has had a rough year this year, and I'm hoping that this goes as smooth as it can possibly go. She looks like she's coming out of the backside of the symptoms now, but this thing is like a roller coaster. So y'all keep her in your thoughts, keep her in your prayers, and yeah, like you said, I'm right here where I'm supposed to be.
All right, guys.
Good man, brother. All right, we'll catch you later.
That's
Thanks.
it.
Guys, thanks. Appreciate it.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.